Aries. Aries symbol, your ruler, Mars, is now transiting your work and health sector, dear Aries, and will continue to animate this area of your solar chart until mid-September. It's a good time to take on challenging projects that you may have been putting off. Fortunately, you have more initiative and energy for work projects and can apply yourself with more vigor. Similarly, health pursuits can be more attractive. Today, you may need to deal with some disapproval or problems with overload and time restrictions, but don't let it hold you back. Disconnects and indecision are temporary and possibly instructive since, through them, you might connect with a valid need. Taurus. Taurus symbol, energetic Mars is now transiting your solar 5th house, dear Taurus, and will continue to do so until September 14th. This sector of your chart rules romance, pleasure, self-expression, and entertainment, and these areas of your life are invigorated now. Overall, it's easier to express yourself and your desires. Today, there can be a conflict between your indulgent and responsible sides, with neither coming out a clear winner. Your need for affection is stronger than usual, and this can be at the root of your desire to pamper yourself or to do something different. However, the demands of the outside world are high. Strive for balance rather than throwing yourself into one pursuit while neglecting the other. You can feel on fire with passion and creative energy at certain points today, followed by frustration or blockage. Gemini. Gemini symbol, energetic Mars has begun its transit your solar 4th house, dear Gemini, and will continue to animate this area of your chart until September 14th. Mars brings animation, energy, and perhaps some agitation to your personal life, home, or family matters in the weeks ahead. Directing energy into household projects and family activities can be constructive and satisfying. Conflicts with family may be constructive, too, if they serve to renew and revive your relationships, but it's essential to avoid unnecessary or unhealthy strife now. Fortunately, this can be a remarkable period for getting a lot done in your personal life. Today, you can be more sensitive to how others receive you. Passions are strong, but love or fulfillment is complicated, especially because you require some self-nurturing. As strong as is your desire to cocoon and enjoy familiar faces and places, outside concerns tend to weigh on your mind. Attempt to find a satisfying and successful balance between responsibility and leisure for best results. Cancer. Cancer symbol, go-getting, energetic Mars is now moving through your solar 3rd house, dear Cancer, and will continue to do so until September 14th. This transit brings increased energy, motivation, courage, and initiative to your daily life, communications, and mental pursuits. Inspiration to make contact, write, speak, and learn increases. Arguments about ideas and opinions could be more frequent now, however, and you should certainly watch for impatience while driving, walking, and getting around. You could tend to use words as a weapon during this period. Today's transits point to some trickiness with decisions or agreements. In spots, your excitement may be met with indifference, for example, but any coolness now shouldn't be taken too seriously. Insecurities may lead to missed connections. Ambiguities about the future can weigh on the enjoyment of the present. Some confusion can surround goals, instructions, and conversations now. Your best bet is to wait it out, but be productive as you wait. In other words, don't allow uncertainty to hijack your day. Leo. Energetic and assertive Mars has just exited your sign, dear Leo, and is now transiting your resources sector until mid-September. In the weeks ahead, you can experience a stronger desire for financial independence, and it can be a great time to pursue your material or comfort goals. Still, it can also be a time of increased desire and spending. Focus now on building rather than exhausting your resources. Feel the increased courage to earn what you need and deserve. It's a fine cycle for finding new ways to boost your feelings of security and comfort. Today, there can be worries about limited resources or disapproval at the back of your mind. Try not to let these things play with your head, but if you're uncertain, it may be best to spend more time with decision making. Virgo. Mars has entered your sign, dear Virgo, where it will transit until mid-September. Over the course of this energetic cycle, you'll have more opportunities to assert yourself and seek what you want from life. You have more energy, initiative, courage, motivation, and drive. For best results, you should watch for overly hasty, impulsive, or impatient behavior. Otherwise, you can use this period to heartily pursue personal goals. Today, you could feel torn between pampering or indulging yourself and wanting to put things in order and set things straight. As much as you'd like to, it's not easy to turn a blind eye to flaws and responsibilities. Libra. Energetic Mars is now transiting your privacy sector, dear Libra, and will continue to transit this part of your solar chart until mid-September. The period ahead is one of reassessing your goals, needs, and desires. It's not the most decisive or energetic of periods in your life. Instead, you tend to find more comfort in private moments and require a little more rest than usual. It's an important time for discovering what you truly desire and which pursuits may not be as worthwhile for you. You may not always know how to channel your energy effectively, but this leads to creative ways to deal with challenges. Today, people may be wrapped up in their problems and are not readily intuiting your needs. You could be excited about a project but not certain about how much energy or enthusiasm you have for it in the longer term. Some feeling of discontent with your social life or a sense of being stuck creatively is temporary. Aim to identify areas of your life you may be neglecting. Scorpio. Energetic and assertive Mars is now moving through your solar 11th house, dear Scorpio, and will continue its lively transit until mid-September. You might take the lead in group settings or the initiative for reaching your happiness goals in the period ahead. Look for ways to team up to achieve your goals, but watch for competition with friends. Energy levels improve, and for the most part, there are fewer obstacles in your way. You may feel a little divided between relationships and responsibilities today. Try not to take to heart today's ups and downs. Feeling torn between the desire for togetherness and affection and the need for some emotional space is temporary. Even if there's some hesitation or a missed opportunity, a small break can work in your favor. Sagittarius. Fiery, energetic Mars is now enlivening your sector of career and reputation, dear Sagittarius, and will continue to do so until mid-September. This transit brings more animation to your reputation, career, or ambitions. Whether it's professional or personal, you are likely to have an increased passion for getting ahead. This transit stimulates your ambitions or your desire to be recognized for your accomplishments. Complicated energies are with you today. Fears or insecurities can surface, and you may need to tame the tendency to expect negative responses from others. Timing could be off temporarily. You might end up deliberating over a response for far longer than is good for you. Watch for overstraining, but don't let yourself agree to something until you have all the information you need. Capricorn. Mars, the planet of action and energy, energizes your solar 9th house until mid-September, dear Capricorn. This is a harmonious position for Mars in relation to your own sign, and you'll find it more natural to assert yourself or pursue your desires directly. Taking charge of your life comes more easily, and you believe in your dreams. You may experience restlessness and hunger for adventure as you seek out more life experience or exciting, non-routine activities. At the same time, your appetite for learning can expand now. Today, there can be some wavering or shaky confidence temporarily. Your sign appreciates it when things are clear, certain, and definite, but today's energies are none of these things. It's better to ride things out and wait and see. Aquarius. Mars, the planet of action and energy, energizes your solar 8th house until September 14th, dear Aquarius. Generally, it's a time to employ strategy rather than directly pushing forward. Desires run more deeply than usual or seem a little more complicated. Sometimes this transit correlates with disputes over money. You may need to take the lead or take action with shared finances, loans, or debts. You might also throw yourself into a passion project, research, an investigation, or mystery in the weeks ahead. Today, ups and downs are possible, and aiming to stay centered makes sense. Consider that you might end up being at peace with others but at war with yourself if you choose to make compromises that don't feel entirely right. Watch for emotional defensiveness, although if you need some time to yourself, it's best not to ignore the need. Self-protectiveness is a good thing in moderation. Pisces. Energetic, assertive Mars is now activating your opposite sign and partnership house until mid-September, dear Pisces. In this cycle, your relationships can be an area of much excitement and perhaps some commotion. People rile you up, frustrating you at times and motivating you other times. Aim to own and acknowledge your role in conflicts or strife that might emerge now. Collaborating with others, sharing ideas, or partnering up can be very energizing. However, you can be more sensitive to slights today. It's best not to take poor timing or a bit of emotional distance to heart. Learn to recognize guilt even if it is cleverly disguised. There may be an imminent responsibility that needs your attention. It's better to spell it out for yourself since leaving things vague can give them more power.